Man, I hate flying. You know, they let you pick your seat on a plane. I think I'd rather pick the person I'm sitting next to. I don't really give a shit where I am on the plane. It's like a 5-hour relationship. Make it more like a dating app. Obese Nazi with a service dog? Swipe left. Tiny Asian lady with a surgical mask? That's my gal. Yes, she is not a talker, right? But just like a dating app, she shows up with a baby. I'm like, I got catfished. I had a chatty Uber driver last week. That's the worst, huh? This guy wouldn't shut up. I forgot that the no small talk option on the app, so I had to get creative. I had to scare the guy into being quiet. He's like, how about this traffic, huh? What do you think's causing this? I'm like, probably the Jews. He's like... One of my friends is like a beer expert. You know, he's like, we gotta go to a brewery. I'm like, why can't we just go to a bar? He's like, it's fun. You can see how it's made. I don't care how it's made. Look, I like porn. I don't need to go to a broken home. Not saying all porn stars in broken home, just the ones I like. Seems like a lot of people are quitting the booze now. It's kind of going away. All my friends are getting sober. And look, that's good, but some people are better when they're drinking. There's a lot of bad sobers out there, you know? We always talk about the negative part about booze. What about the good? Like, sure, you drove through a playground, but you could dance, man. Come on. Yeah, it's got to be hard to be a kid now. I feel bad for kids. So much stimulus coming at kids. iPhone, internet, social media. Remember how happy-go-lucky we were as kids? Not a care in the world. Maybe run to the car. Shotgun. That was like the biggest problem in my life. Shotgun. Yeah, I never see kids doing that anymore. The only time a kid yells it out now is in a classroom. Whoa. School shootings. What a bummer, huh? Ah, the great American pastime. Yeah. School shootings are like the menstruation of America. It happens about once a month. It's bloody, and every kid goes, well, I guess it's my turn now. Oh, I know. They're bad. You guys ever get down your knees and thank God you're not a pedophile? They didn't choose that. They got dealt a bad hand. We're extremely lucky. We should be grateful. Think about how close we all were. When I was in third grade, I was attracted to third grade girls. Now I like adult women. When I was in third grade, I liked grape juice. Now I like red wine. But I still like grape juice. Holy hell, that was close. Thank God my brain just knew the right way to go. Woo! I just watched a documentary on pedophilia with my friend. My friend goes, oof, I could never have sex with a kid. They're so annoying. I was like, that's it, huh? That's the thing that's holding you back? You need a better reason than that, all right, buddy? It's like, hey, what happened to Greg? He went to prison. Why? He met a really cool kid. That checks out. One of my best friends is gay. He's obsessed with straight guys. That's like his thing, you know? He's like, I love flipping a hetero. He's like, you know how hard that is? You know how hard it is to go out every night, see a bunch of people you want to have sex with who don't want to have sex with you? I was like, that's exactly what it's like being a straight guy. What the hell are you talking about? I would argue it's just hard for me to sleep with a woman as for you to flip a hetero. He was like, nah, you have no idea. You got to take him out for hours, convince him. Yeah, same here. He's like, no. Even if you do pull it off, which is like a miracle, they feel horrible after. Yeah, same thing. We went back and forth for hours, arguing about this all night, back and forth. Eventually, I woke up at his place. Also, you always see a group of girls with one gay guy in it. You never see a group of guys with one lesbian. I'd love to have a lesbian in my crew. That'd be fun. Because gay guys are very helpful. They help girls with their hair, their outfit. I'd love to have a lesbian help me out with stuff. Now you're like, crap, the car won't start. She's like, I got it. Yeah, you flooded it, you pussy. We're so obsessed with words now. It kind of shows how good we have it. We've got to focus on words, you know? Like, in the 70s, it was all about actions. Like, if you want to show you're brave in the 70s, you had to jump over 12 buses on a motorcycle. Now I see a guy make an off-color joke at the office. I'm like, that guy's fucking fearless. Holy shit. Wow. I told an abortion joke recently, and a woman approached me. She was like, hey, that's very insensitive. I've had an abortion. You shouldn't tell jokes like that. I was like, whoa, hey, sorry. I just told a joke. I think what you did was much worse. But, you know, either way, I'll see you at home later, honey. And again, all jokes. I love abortions. I paid for 2 last week. I'm a fan, right? You remember? Come on. It's all jokes. A friend of mine, she works at Planned Parenthood. She loves that joke. And I was like, I might have to get rid of it. People don't like it. She's like, no, you got to keep it. I was like, I might get rid of it. She's like, no, you got to keep it. I was like, I might get rid of it. She's like, no, you got to keep it. I was like, I might get rid of it. I was like, don't tell me what to do with my body of work. She's like, every joke's a miracle. Everybody's worked up about something. Oh, there's Muslims on airplanes. Well, I'd rather a Muslim on a plane than a baby. I've never had a Muslim kick the back of my seat and piss in the aisle. I'm just saying, if the airport had a baby ban, I wouldn't protest. Yeah, but transgender, they're using the bathrooms. Well, they're still using the toilet, right? They're not leaving a hot floater in the sink. If that was like their thing, then yeah, we should totally have a meeting. That's crazy, you know? Then you get the hillbilly guy. Well, what if one of these perverts puts on a dress and looks at my wife in the bathroom? Ooh, what a score. Some guy can see your toothless wife shitting? Yeah, what a lucky guy. Come on, go to work, you lunatic. I don't think all white people are scared of minorities. I do think a lot of white people are scared of looking racist. That's really the big fear with whitey. Like, if I'm walking down the street at 4 in the morning, I see a sketchy-looking white guy coming towards me, I'm like, crap, I'm going to cross the street. If I'm walking down the street at 4 in the morning, I see a sketchy-looking black guy coming towards me, I'm like, crap, I wish I could cross the street. Right? I'd rather get stabbed and look like an asshole. White people, we are so worried about looking ignorant and bigoted, I guess because of our history. Like, I went skiing recently with my friend. We're sitting on the ski lift. I was like, why don't you see more black people skiing? Why is that? My friend has no idea, but he's going to, half-ass his way through it because he doesn't want to seem dumb. So he's like, they don't grow up with it. Like, well, I'm from Louisiana. I'm here. Wow, ski's very expensive. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen a black guy with anything expensive on their feet. Just say you don't know. It's all right. You sound way worse. That's why black people are smart. White people, we do crazy stuff. We swim with sharks. We go bungee jumping, cliff diving. Ask a black guy, why do they do that? They go, I don't know. That's white people shit. That's a good answer. Because I think generally speaking, when it comes to sex, I think men are a little more constant. Men like boobs, but we like boobs across the board. Boob in the bedroom, great. Boob on the bus, also great. Okay? Dick in the bedroom, great. Dick on the bus, call the police. Nobody's calling the police on a boob. You see a boob out in the wild, it's like seeing a deer. You're like, shh. It's majestic. Look, there's 2 now. Then your other friend walks up, hey, look at that, a boob. You're like, you spooked it. Come on. We're creepy as hell with dogs. And we sound like creeps. They like it. They're begging me for it. Yeah. Thank God dogs can't talk. We'd all go to jail, right? Just some chihuahua in a courtroom like, first he flipped me over. Then he caressed all 8 of my nipples. Then he slapped me on the ass repeatedly and said, you're a good girl, good girl. Oh, God. We harass dogs all day long, and they're perfect harassers. They can't talk, so they'll never report you. That's why they're man's best friend. Also, dogs forget stuff after like 2 seconds. You could stick your finger up a dog's ass and be like, well, that was weird. Frisbee! Because really, when you break down our relationship with dogs are shameless whores, aren't they? I mean, they're like gold diggers. Look at the deal we've cut with a dog. Like, all right, Pooch, I will house you and feed you, but I get to touch you whenever I want. Dog's like, what are you kidding? That's fucking amazing. I'll do you one better. When you come home, I'll hump your leg. I'll lick my balls in front of you. And when you have sex, I'll watch. That's fair. And cats are the exact opposite. Cats are like sexual assault victims. They're all nervous, skittish, head on a swivel, huh? You touch me, I'll fucking cut you. I'll cut you, motherfucker. Yeah, you're not grabbing this pussy, all right? Yeah. Now leave me alone. I gotta look out a window for an hour. One time, me and my girl were watching the news. There was a whole thing about a CEO harassing his employees. She's like, can you believe this creep? Grabbing women's asses, whispering dirty stuff in their ear at work. I was like, yeah, it's crazy. Then we got home later in the bedroom. She's like, can you do that stuff from the news to me? I was like, I thought you hated that. She's like, I hate it. He does it. If you do it, it's hot. Huh. So you hate harassment unless you like the guy, then it turns you on. That's fascinating. I don't think other groups like black guys get harassed by the cops, but at night they're not like, come on, pull me over. Yeah, tase me, bitch. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, my gal, she likes being insulted in the bedroom, which is cool, but nobody tells her that not all insults are sexy. Had to learn that the hard way. Yeah, we'd be having sex. I'm like, yeah, you whore. She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you slut. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you're a bad driver. She's like, what? I'm like, that's the one that bothered you? Weird. She's like, you really think I'm a bad driver? I'm like, sorry, you dirty skank. She's like, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'll try to hook up, and she's like, I can't have sex, and I don't feel sexy. I can't have sex if I don't feel sexy. Wow, if that was the case for me, I'd still be a virgin. I've never felt sexy my entire life. The whole concept of sexy is very arbitrary. You know, your girl comes in, I'm wearing my sexy leopard print underwear. Well, when did we decide leopard was the sexiest animal print? I don't know, nothing says sexy underwear to me like yellow and brown spots. In that case, I'm wearing my sexy underwear. It's a rare jungle cat called the skid mark. I like babies. Babies are fun. You know why babies are great? Because they're not evil yet. There's a million douchebags out there, but you never assume that baby will become one. Isn't that nice? That's why no one ever goes up to a pregnant woman, rubs her belly, and goes, ooh, this one's gonna suck. No, it's all up. It's all potential. It's all positive. Oh, it's kicking. Might be a pro soccer player. Right? It's never like, oh, it's kicking. Might hit his wife. Statistically, way more likely than a pro soccer player, right? Plus, it's already hitting a woman. Not even out yet. Yeah. I don't know. I got to figure something out. Being in a relationship is always tough, you know. I've always had people say weird stuff to me like, Mark, you're a comedian. Must be a great boyfriend. Why do you say that? Well, women love funny guys. All right, well, you're taking the one singular positive aspect. If you do it with any guy, they could seem like a great boyfriend. Serial killer. Take out the killing. This guy's organized and cleans up after himself. Terrorist. Take out the terrorize. This guy's passionate, loves to travel. Child molester. Take out the molesting. This guy's got a van and can't wait to start a family. Yeah. I remember I had a one-night stand once. Went great, fun night, hanging out. But during the sex, she did a new one I'd never seen before. She acted like a 4-year-old. You ever come across this? We'd be having sex. I don't know where she'd be like, you know, if you want to, you can pull my hair. I was like, all right. Then we keep going, you know, if you want to, you can slap my ass. I was like, you got it. Then I keep going, you know, if you want to, you can choke me. I was like, I do. You know? And we finished. We had a great night. We're laying there, and I was like, you know, if you want to, you can leave. She didn't care for that one. I thought the timing was perfect, you know. A lot of girls get mad about the whole leaving thing, but it's nothing personal against you, lady. I'm just a weirdo. I'm in my head. I'm a nut. I'm an introvert. I got to get out of there. A lot of girls get mad like, what, do you just bang me and leave? Well, yeah, this was a long night. I've been trying to win you over like 9 hours. I'm exhausted. There were 5 guys at the bar hitting on you. I'd outcharm them, be more interesting, be conversational, be funny, be on all night. She was like, what? You could have just been yourself. I'm like, what are you, fucking stupid? Be myself? What? I'm an idiot. If I was myself, I'd be like, hey, you fat whore, let's fuck. That's not going to work. But look, I get it. You know, it's got to be tough to be a lady. I feel like women are getting screwed in the orgasm department. I feel like men are having way more orgasms than women, and that sucks. People talk about the wage gap. The orgasm gap is out of control. You gals are getting 77 cents to the boner. Like, if a woman had to have an orgasm to get pregnant, there'd be like 2 people here. And you get nothing for your orgasm, ladies. Like, if a guy has an orgasm, go and get pregnant. Carry a baby for 9 months. Deliver the baby, then breastfeed the baby. And all the guy had to do is this. Okay. And he tried really hard not to do that. It's a horrible setup for the woman. The guy has all the fun, the girl has all the work. That'd be like if I ate a whole chocolate cake and the girl gained weight, then she went to the gym and I got buff. Gotta be tough. Plus, women constantly judged by your looks. That's got to be exhausting. Constantly judged by your looks. But you all know how to look good. You all look great. That's how women figured out to take the selfie up here. That was all you ladies. You know where your good sight lines are. I think that's why women like tall guys. Just some guy looking at you from your best angle 100% of the time, all day long. That's why you don't hook up with short guys. Just some guy like, geez, look at the triple chin on this broad. Holy hell.